So when did you join up in?
I joined up in December of '42. I stayed in a cadet program, Air Force cadet program, and hopefully I was going to stay until the war was over. But in March of '43, I was sitting down at Miami Beach having basic training.
In basic training in what?
Oh, this was regular Air Force basic training.
All right. And then did you end up flying in bombers, fighters, or ground personnel?
I ended up as a navigator on a B-24.
And was that in the European theater or?
European theater. I was base was in Italy.
Okay. And what sort of bombing runs did you run here as a navigator? Where did you drop your bomb loads?
Austria was a lot of, and northern part of Italy. We went as far as Vienna, and all those little German names up there. I don't remember all the little towns.
Well, now, do you remember where Donald Williams was? Was he in the Army Air Force as well, or? I
don't know. I don't remember. I don't know how we got distracted or separated.
But my memory was that he was shot down somewhere on a bombing raid over Romania for the oil wells in southern Romania.
I was lucky to get in combat at the end of the war, or less the end of the war. But if he was on those Cloester raids, he was lucky to come back.
And my understanding is that he didn't come back. He was killed in the war. And that's the reason this Sunday school class was named for him. Is he the only death in the membership of the church that you were aware of?
Not particularly, no.
I don't remember either, but somehow I think he was the sole member of the church who was killed and was distinguished by that particular fact. Okay.
When my navigation training, I went through the cadet program and I earned the right to take either flying, piloting, or navigation, or bombardiering. So I knew I couldn't fly, but I'd like to at least have some fun doing it. So I stuck to there, and all the group that I was with were in the universities around all the states. In fact, we left Florida and stopped, the troop train stopped out there on one of those side tracks in NC State, and we thought I was with Jimmy Ward, and I thought we were going to stay here in Raleigh. And we saw all the other boys get off the troop train ahead of us, and pretty soon the sergeant came through and said, "Be sure you got all your woolings and all your long underwear. Says we're going to where it's cold." And we left there and went to Kutztown, Pennsylvania. Then started different types of training. That was at Kutztown State Teachers College. That's where they throw the cow over the fence for pay.
Okay. K-U-T-Z. Kutztown or Kutztown. Okay. All right.
Met a good friend there. Then I had about 8 hours on a Cub plane. Then I got into the flying, and I had about 8 hours of flying with a trainer. Then the war was having it was winter, and everything was closed up about it. So we had to go to gunnery school first, just to kill the time till we could get navigation school. And the unusual part of the group that I was with, we were with Pan American down at Miami. We flew in one of those seaplanes that lands on the water. I thought I was going to drown the first time it took off. And the second time when it landed, I knew I was going to drown.
Okay. And so when you finished all your schooling, did you fly to South America and then across to Africa and then up to North Africa to get into the theater in Europe, or did you go across to England?
We went across in a Liberty ship.
Okay.
And we landed at Marseille, France.
Okay. So
and took another little crowded ship over to the coast of Italy.
So you got to the European theater after August of '44, if you landed in Marseille.
Yeah, somewhere like that.
Okay, because we didn't go in until August of '44. Okay. All right.
I stayed in, and I was gone 4 years. And when I came back, there were so many boys that were in the Air Force that they had several meetings, and I decided that I'd just stay in the reserve program. And I stayed in the reserve program until I aged out. And I got to be a light colonel.
Okay. And pretty high ranking. I've never heard your rank.
Well,
so
I don't.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Nobody knows I'm a colonel, really.
Okay.